Hello and welcome to this GNBS Social Media Live for April. Let me start by telling you that April month is usually designated Occupational Safety and Health Month. Most of us are employed, and our health and safety in the work environment should be of concern to us. Our employers also have the responsibility of providing a safe space for us to work. This year, OSH Month is being celebrated under the theme Revolutionizing Health and Safety, the role of AI and digitalization at work. This theme was set by the Ministry of Labor and is observed by organizations across the country in different ways throughout the month, with April 28th being Occupational Safety and Health Day. In this live, we want to promote the GNBS as a safety-conscious organization. Yes, the Bureau has a Safety and Health Committee comprising of management and non-management employees, which is in accordance with the OSH Act, Chapter 9906. To learn more about the function of this committee and other safety initiatives of the GNBS, I'm going to have a conversation with Quincy Troyer, Chair of the OSH Committee, and Asha Suku, a OSH Committee member. Thank you very much, Troyer and Asha, for joining this live. My first question is to Troyer. Could you tell us a little about the OSH Committee and how it functions, the purpose, so forth?
Okay, Mr. David. So the GNBS has a current and active OSH Committee, which comprises of management staff and non-management staff. Currently, we have 8 non-management staff and 6 management staff. The purpose of the committee is basically to ensure that management staff and non-management staff, even stakeholders that visit the organization, operates in a safe and healthy environment, right? We usually keep our meetings quarterly. That helps us to address issues that may arise at the organization level.
So my next question is to you, Asha. I know the GNBS has a policy, a safety policy.
Yep.
Could you tell us a little about that policy and the area it covers?
Sure. So at the GNBS, we do have an occupational health and safety policy, and we work to align that policy with meeting the requirements from the ISO 45001-2018 standard. So in this policy, we address areas like health and safety, workers' consultation. We talk about basically keeping the workplace safe in a nutshell.
Okay, so my question is, many organizations have policies, but are our employees complying with the policy?
At the GNBS, that's what we strive for. So we do work on having awareness for the various departments, allowing persons to access our policy, and just basically be aware of what the company is pushing with regards to occupational health and safety.
And in terms of safety gears, I know this is for safety signs, safety gears. Are our employees actually wearing our safety gears?
Oh, definitely. So we do have, in addition to the heads of departments and other members of management, there is a lot of incorporation of monitoring. So we do have full compliance at the moment, I'm happy to say, with persons geared in their PPEs and basically protecting themselves and others while doing their work.
Yes, in terms of safety too, Troy, you can jump in as well. What other initiatives does the GNBS have in place to ensure safety in the organization?
Okay, so we ensure that there is an emergency preparedness drill, or commonly called a fire drill. We also identify hazards. We review incidents that may occur. All right. We provide training to staff so they can be aware of the safety rules and regulations. We also monitor PPE, right, whereby we ensure that staff wear their PPE when they are conducting the appropriate job. Right? We also ensure compliance to the OSH Act, right, which mandate us to enforce more or less as an organization.
In terms of inspections, I know you're leading on the inspections. Could you tell us about that?
Right. So with regards, as Troy would have mentioned, the OSH Act of 1997, we do comply with having inspections done monthly. So from our non-management staff, we would pair up or sometimes go as individuals to inspect the various areas of the GNBS. everything within the vicinity of the GNBS, or at least the area of it. And so we look for hazards, we look for areas that might pose risks to staff conducting work. And of course, when we report, the goal is to create a safer environment. And so that's what the OSH committee would then channel to the relevant top management.
So I'm very pleased to hear all that the GNBS is doing in terms of ensuring safety of its employees. And I'm very excited about that. Of course, I'm an employee and I benefit from all of these initiatives. I'm grateful for that. For organizations that might not have considered safety as yet, any advice for them before we close?
Well, safety is the #1 priority, and I will encourage any organization who isn't involved in safety to get on board, because it helps to give your staff assurance that you're safe and the environment you're working is a healthy one. All right?
And just one little nugget of advice that I can give is that safety is an investment. And while in short term it might save money or it might save time, long term the consequences can be severe and detrimental to the thriving, or I should say the benefit of the organization. So ultimately, putting measures in place to keep your workers safe, and also the processes that the organization carries out regularly, to have it being done in a safe and productive manner is what is most important.
Yes, Ash and Troy, you've shared quite a lot of information on safety at the GNBS, and as I said earlier, we're very pleased to be a safety conscious organization. I want to thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Lloyd.
Thank you for having us.
Before I bring this live to a close, let me say that the GNBS, as the developer and implementer of standards, provide training on safety-related standards to individuals and organizations, especially those serving the oil and gas sector. The GNBS can train you on risk management and on the requirements of the ISO 45000 standard, occupational health and safety management systems, requirements with guidance for use. To learn more about these courses and how they can make your work environment safer, contact the GNBS Business Development Department. Let OSH be your priority all year round. Goodbye for now.